Hari Om. Let us now enter the final section of studying the law of karma, which is a very important section. We will quickly recap the advantages of assimilating the law of karma and move forward. Swamiji explained that the law of karma needs to be assimilated for a proper understanding of how or what forces are involved in the conduct of our lives, or how our lives are conducted based on what influences. So, the advantages of studying the law of karma, Swamiji listed were: the first advantage is that the law of karma helps to explain the disparities that exist in the world. The second advantage is that it helps us to accept the disparities in the world. The third is that proper assimilation and understanding of the law of karma will ensure that our faith in God remains unshaken. Because we understand that God, the karma phala data, can only be just when He gives us the karma phalam. The fourth advantage of understanding the law of karma is that I can take charge of my life with the understanding that if my present condition is a result of my past actions, I can definitely do my best to ensure that my future can definitely be influenced by my good actions in the present. So, taking charge and using our free will to our advantage helps us to come away quite a bit from a fatalistic tendency. And the fifth advantage in this context, Swamiji said that the law of karma answers a fundamental question that is asked especially by youngsters. If an ethical way of life is a blessing and an unethical way is not, how is it that ethical people are suffering in today's world and unethical people seem to be getting away with it, having a gala time? Therefore, do we conclude that leading an unethical life is allowed, is accepted? No. Only the law of karma can answer such questions appropriately. The law of karma is the only answer for the law and order to be restored in society by properly understanding the law of karma. So, the answer to such questions is that a good person in the present suffers because of his unethical actions in the past. Similarly, unethical people in the present have an enjoyable life because of their good actions in the past. The bottom line is ethical actions bless and unethical actions hurt. This is the law. Therefore, the injunction is be ethical. Dharmanchara, says the Taittiriya Upanishad, Sikshavali. Abiding by the law of karma is the only way to uphold social morality. If not, the younger generation could conclude that good people suffer and the bad enjoy. Values are only meant to be preached and not practiced. Therefore, the law of karma is required for re-establishing moral order in society. It is definitely an important law, the law of karma. Now, Swamiji comes to the most important topic of how Videha Mukti has to be discussed based on the law of karma. These punya papams that a person acquires are divided into three types. The punya papam or adrishtam is divided into three types. And what are they? All punya papams accumulated in past janmas or births are called sanchita punya papam or sanchita adrishtam. Sanchita punya papam or sanchita adrishtam. Sanchitam means that which has been accumulated. Of these accumulated punya papas, only a portion is ready for fructification at a particular time. It is something like how our fixed deposits mature at different times. Our fixed sanchitam matures at different times. This maturing punya papam is called prarabdham. Prarabdham. The accumulated sanchitam will not affect you now. Why? Simple. It hasn't matured yet. Whereas prarabdham has matured and is responsible for this present physical body. Your prarabdha karma determines your physical body. Prarabdha karma determines whether it has to be a human body, an animal, male, female, healthy, or with congenital diseases, longevity, parentage, place of birth, etc. When prarabdham results in a human body, when prarabdha results in a human body, we reap the results of our past actions and perform fresh actions. As human beings, we do a lot of deliberate and willful actions that produce fresh punya papams. Remember our initial discussion in our understanding the law of karma. These fresh acquisitions are called agami karmas. Agami karmas. Our present lives result from agami and prarabdha karmas. We have three types of karmas, namely sanchitam, prarabdham, and agami. Sanchitam is the total of our accumulated karmas. Prarabdham is a particular sanchita karma that is fructifying, that is responsible for this present human body. And agami karmas are those that we acquire by performing deliberate actions using our free will, deliberate willful actions using our free will. Our present lives result from agami and prarabdha karmas, the fructifying prarabdham and agami karmas. Some of the agami karmas are not reaped fully in this janma. At the end of this janma, prarabdha karmas and some agami karmas are exhausted. The remaining agami karmas join the big backlog of sanchita karmas. Out of this sanchitam bundle, the next karma fructifies, which results in rebirth. And the cycle goes on. In this birth, our present birth, prarabdha karma is exhausted. Agami karma is acquired. Fresh karmas are acquired. Some of the agami karmas are exhausted. Unexhausted agami karmas join the existing sanchita karmas, and the cycle goes on and on. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. However, this is not the lot of a person who is aware of his or her higher self. This is the lot of a person who is ignorant of his or her higher self. This cycle of rebirth continues for a person who is ignorant of his or her higher self. For a wise person, on the other hand, who knows his higher self, his or her higher self, our Shastras say that Atma Jnanam is so powerful that it destroys all Sanchita karmas. It destroys all our Sanchita karmas. It is like a powerful radiation beam that kills cancerous cells. Sanchita papa vinashana lingam tat pranamami sada shiva lingam is a famous line. Sanchita karmas are destroyed for this jnani. This Atmajnani does not identify with the reflected consciousness RC. He constantly invokes the original consciousness OC, in which he is immersed. Atmanyeva Atmana Tushtah. He does not identify strong abhimana with the RC or the ego. Therefore, he does not acquire agami karma. He does not have ahankara and abhimana. Hence, he does not acquire agami karma. Thus, sanchita karma is burnt due to the power of Atma Jnanam, and agami karma is avoided because the jnani does not identify with ahankara, the karta. He knows that he is akarta. He has identified himself with the atma, which is akarta. So, agami karma is avoided because the jnani does not identify with ahankara. The jnani is saved from both sanchita and agami karmas. We are then left to deal with prarabdha karma. Prarabdha karma has begun to fructify. It will continue to result in pleasurable and painful experiences. Swamiji had said earlier that these experiences affect only the reflecting medium and the reflecting consciousness. Reflecting medium RM and reflecting consciousness, the reflected consciousness RC. The Atmajnani is established in his higher self, OC, the original consciousness. He is neither disturbed nor concerned with these insignificant problems. He does not respond unhealthily. He is immunized against prarabdha karma. After prarabdha karma is exhausted, sanchita karma being burnt due to the power of jnanam, and agami karma also avoided, there are no more karmas, no punya papams in his account. He does not acquire a new physical body. This is called Videha Mukti. This is called Videha Mukti. Thus, the jnani by Atma Jnanam enjoys Jivan Mukti and Videha Mukti. This is Jnana Phalam. This brings us to the end of the study of Tattvabodha. This brings us to the end of this beautiful series called Introduction to Vedanta. Tattvabodha concludes with this verse: Tanum tyajatu va kashyam shvapachasya grihethava ज्ञान संप्राप्ति समये मुक्तोऽसौ विगताशयः. This jnani is liberated wherever he dies, whenever he dies. This is jnana phalam. Om Durjana Sajjano Bhuyad Sajjana Shantimapnuyad Shanto Muccheta Bandhebhyah Muktaschanyan Vimochayet Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. In the next capsule, we will run through the summary of Tattvabodha. Hari Om.